Exactly 1 week ago, on Monday, June 23rd, 2025, Chris and I left Mississauga, and after a 5-hour drive, we arrived at Restoule Provincial Park in Ontario. We quickly put the canoe on the water, and after a 25-minute paddle, 1.6 kilometer, we arrived at this campsite number B-9, located on an island. We've been on this campsite for over 1 week. As you can see, it's very scenic and very private. We don't see, of course, any other campers, just some boaters, anglers, or other kayakers and canoeists, because there are many other campsites located everywhere. There is one campsite on this island, probably 1 kilometer from us, but we of course don't see anybody else, and it would be extremely difficult to get to that campsite through the dense forest. We were pleasantly surprised to see a bear-proof container on our campsite. It saved us from having to put up our food between trees, which is a very difficult and time-consuming task. Several meters from the bear-proof bin is the Thunderbox, aka a toilet, which obviously is another, well, I wouldn't say surprised, but a nice thing, because some campsites at some parks, especially in wilderness, have no toilets whatsoever. There are plenty of fallen birch trees everywhere, and obviously we haven't had any problems finding wood for our evening campfire. I would like to add that several scenes in the movie The Backcountry were made in this park in 2013. In fact, in 2013, Catherine and I camped on another paddle-in campsite, B3, in the fall, and just after we left, the movie was being made here, and you could even see our campsite for a moment in some of the scenes when the two canoeists are leaving on their trip. When we left Toronto or Mississauga a week ago, it was plus 36 or 37 degrees Celsius, extremely hot. Another, I think, record for that area, and very humid, very sunny. Unfortunately, the weather changed very quickly, so we've had a lot of rain. Temperatures, I think, went down to maybe like plus 17 degrees Celsius during the day. And yesterday was very sunny. We drove to Powassan, Ontario, to this town to do some shopping. But today, the weather is so-so. We hear thunder, and so far we haven't had any rain, but you never know. We also brought our fishing equipment. We did try fishing several times, no luck whatsoever. I talked to other anglers who actually have motorboats and much more sophisticated and obviously much more expensive equipment from ours, and as far as I know, they didn't catch anything, or just like an occasional bass or some other small fish. And this is our campsite at night. I'm actually using a very powerful 15,000 lumen flashlight.